Her contribution towards humanitarian services are tremendous. She is the best example for many of them out there to be challenging and to never give up in life. Even though she is a celebrity wife, she has created an identity for herself. She is the sweetheart of the well-known actor and comedian Navarasanayaka Jaggesh. To stay fit and to spread the message of being fit is her primary agenda in life. Let's welcome the inspiring, beautiful, always smiling, forever fit, Mrs. Parimala Jaggesh. Very warm welcome to our show, ma'am.
Thank you, Nisha.
How are you doing today?
I am doing great.
We have all known Jaggesh as the prominent face of sandalwood industry, but we can also say he's one of the reasons behind your success today. So let's go back in time and talk about the scene of your story with Mr. Jaggesh.
Okay, this is a pretty lengthy flashback, almost like 33 years back.
Okay.
I was 15 when I married him. So actually I met him in my 9th standard.
9th standard.
Fell in love with him and the day after my 10th standard exam, we eloped, we got married.
Okay.
Both were kids. He was in his second year degree.
Okay.
I was in my school. So it also happens that our case is amongst the first love cases to go up to Supreme Court.
Okay.
Because the judgment was given against the Constitution of India.
Okay.
And even though, it was a lengthy process, and by the time we could go to Supreme Court, I was still 17 and a half. But still, the Chief Justice, Mr. Bhagwati, he ruled in our favor.
Okay.
And he said, yes, we could go ahead and live as a husband and wife. So we started our step with such a huge landmark.
So tell us about the emotional journey that you went through during this phase.
The thing is, Nisha, there are a lot of people who ask me, would you recommend a love marriage or would you recommend an arranged marriage? At the end of the day, it is not whether it's a love marriage or arranged marriage. It is to what extent you're willing to give in, give up, and also stick on to your decisions. That's the end of it, okay? Because after coming out from a very affluent family, Jaggi also was really well off. But it so happened because it was a love marriage, we had to start our life literally from the pavements, the footpath. And it was so difficult because we wouldn't even have money to have 3 square meals a day. So forget about 3, even 1 square meal a day. So it was a very tough period, and those days people around giving us advice and saying, if you have a baby, your parents will forgive you and all that. So by the time I was 18, my elder son also was born.
Oh my God, okay.
And I was just studying. I was doing my first PU at the junction between first PU and second PU. My elder son was born. So I continued studying.
Okay.
And I got state rank.
Wow.
So I got into both medical and engineering.
Okay.
I always wanted to be an architect. That was a dream.
Okay.
So I went ahead. I did my architecture. 3rd year of architecture, my second son was born.
Okay.
So it was basically because I knew education is something which is going to sustain me in the longer
run.
And the one way I could support my husband, because he was also looking out for a job. He was trying to get into movies, trying to get a foothold. It's so difficult. So I realized both of us have to pitch in.
Yes.
That's the only way we could assure a family was fine. And I love reading.
Okay.
I'm such a freak, if I have to go somewhere, even a small bit of paper. In these roadside stalls, you get these budgies, bondas.
Yeah.
Even then, I'd be busy reading what
Is
two
written
couple of
over
lines
there.
is written.
Okay.
So it's like that. So that's how we started.
Okay.
And touch wood, ups and downs have been such a part of our life. But through all that, we realized we both are extremely short-tempered.
Okay.
So it so happens we go blah, 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 blah. It's we're not going to look at each other's face forever. And we forget we've actually had a fight, and after half an hour we're just going, and then suddenly one of us turns the face and we realize, oh God, we had a fight. It's like that. We have a very short memory. So
Okay.
that is a reason I think we have sustained for 33 years. We have come. And we also we have this demarcation.
Okay.
Because even today, I'm not very comfortable. I'm more into the corporate world, I'm very happy with my system, my studies, or working in a company.
Okay.
I find it a little difficult to understand the movie world.
Okay.
Because I feel it's a different world altogether. And my
Yes.
husband is very happy with that. And he also understands I'm very happy doing my things.
Okay.
So there is this common ground where we don't cross.
Okay.
Because I don't understand and he doesn't understand.
Yeah.
So we say, okay, as
You
long
do
as
that,
the other.
I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, as long as you're safe.
Okay.
And we also have a policy where we don't carry our work home.
Okay.
So we basically do not have much of entertainment at home.
Okay.
He comes home, he's a regular husband. I go home, I'm there. So we are not like the typical filmy family where we have a lot of people coming in. We're more of a musical family, especially my husband loves music.
Okay.
So you have a lot of teachers coming in and musical people. But otherwise, it's very different from people have a very wrong misconception. You know, they say, Jaggesh and Thi, oh, you like totally busy party. I'm like, what party? I go to bed by 9. No, so
Okay.
that's not the way it is.
So, what are the perks of being a celebrity wife?
I don't know because I hardly tell people I am Mrs. Jaggesh now.
Okay.
Because the face is popular, I don't have to say people recognize. But I never used it. I think one perk would be like anywhere in the world. We just traveled to US in the month of April. It is such a shock to realize any Kannadiga anywhere in the world knows more about me than what I know about myself.
Oh my god, okay.
That was a shock because like something I have spoken like 15 years back, maybe in an interview or 20 years back, and I realized the impact it has on people because they come back and say, Madam, you'd like this, you did that. And I think there was a recent show called Weekend with Ramesh,
Okay.
where I was just talking about how tough it was when I was caring for my elder son and I would love noodles, and you should understand this is 30 years back.
Yeah.
You didn't have Maggi noodles.
Yeah.
So you had to go to a Chinese place, or not even a Chinese place, you know, a little upmarked place to
Places,
have
okay.
noodles. And I was just telling, when I was carrying, I was in my 9th month and I was in tears, you know, because I just wanted to eat noodles and we didn't have like, I think it cost around like 35 rupees or something. We didn't have that 50 bucks. And throughout, this time when I'd been to US, and it was just hardly like a month since the interview had come, I had people offering me noodles every time. They're like, oh, such a sweet thing. A girl had got a box of noodles.
Okay.
And she's like, Madam, nim noodles ishtalva. I've got noodles for you. I was stunned. Some place, you know, Richmond, Virginia, somewhere there, someone gets, you know, that is the love. I think that is the biggest perk.
Of being.
The love what you get from people. And that's amazing because you don't get to realize.
Yeah.
Your circle is small.
Yeah.
You meet 5-10 people a day and you're very happy with that. You do not realize what it is, you know. It's only when you see that and when people talk and say, you are an inspiration today. We try to get along with our family atmosphere because you have seen so much in life and you guys are happy.
Yes.
We're trying to emulate that. That is actually a boost. And in fact, that also is an added responsibility because you realize so many people are looking up to you.
Yes, certainly.
So it is like you're putting more burden on us. So it's that way.
But I can say that what you give to the society is also one of the reasons that they look up to you as an inspiration. So let's talk about the social activist in you. So what is Apeksha Foundation? You are the founder of Apeksha Foundation. So what is Apeksha Foundation?
Actually, Apeksha Foundation, the thought came up when my eldest son and myself, we started this almost like 6 years back. And what we would do is, every Saturday, we would go and visit the government schools. We would just voluntarily go, meet the kids there. And it was basically the 8th, 9th and 10th.
Okay.
This 3 sections. And my son had prepared. He is also a voracious reader.
Okay.
So we had taken inputs, my elder son Guru Raj. So we had taken inputs from different magazines and books about how to motivate kids, how to get the power of visualization in them.
Okay.
And what we would do is, we felt, you know, like as you said, you already tagged with a celebrity status.
Yes.
And how best to make use of it. And my son had also acted as a hero in a couple of movies.
Yes.
And we realized that when he talks, the children are very mesmerized.
Okay.
So they seem to absorb whatever he says. So we were like talking to them about like, do not let the situation you're born in or your present economic condition influence you or your dreams. Okay. So we had, you know, people whom they can associate with.
Okay.
Right from, it could be our president, AG Abdul Kalam.
Okay.
Where he started from a very mediocre life.
He was selling newspapers.
And from there, he's become the president of India.
Yes.
So we ensure that we spoke about Indians so that the kids could associate.
Could relate to what they're talking
Definitely.
about.
So we would go and we would spend time, and he would talk to them based on visualization, what they could make of their life. And I would talk to them as a parent.
Okay.
What we expect, because what happens is, the most important junction from school to college when the kids go, there is this communication gap which develops because of peer pressure, and they're testing waters and they're checking out their independency. So we realized, like, by talking about this, and there was this lot of communication gap. Luckily I didn't experience much of this with both my kids, because my little one was more adventurous. Okay, so the younger one was up to tricks like every normal kid.
Okay.
And I realized that there's a sort of communication gap developing between us, which I wanted it to be stopped. Because, like, as a parent, if the kids are not able to reach out to you
Yes.
with their doubts, their questions, they're going to reach out to their other friends or peers who are not going to be that knowledgeable.
Yeah.
So I wanted that to be stopped. So I would talk to the kids based on the expectation as a parent and how to continue, to be a little comfortable, and their relationship, and how responsible they can be so that they grow up into a good adult. It started that way. So as things progressed and my son got busy, I realized to do things without him was a little difficult, because all through my life he's been with me.
Okay.
So we had a gap when he got married and he was settling. Then I realized from my end what I could do was, this Apeksha Foundation, we identify orphanages
Okay.
in and around Bangalore. We go visit them.
Okay.
So I get to meet, I realized that out of maybe 15-20 kids, there are a couple of kids who are really talented in a different thing other than academies.
Okay.
So in our website, we are sort of a bridge between people who want to help.
Okay.
And I go there, I verify in the sense, I go meet the people, I meet the kids, I meet the trustees, and we put up what the kids want.
Okay.
So it's sort of, the kids want maybe just basic material.
Yeah.
Or they just need someone to just visit them, forget about financial. Just that interaction.
They
makes
need to
a
have that
huge difference.
Yeah.
So I am just trying to put it in such a way, for example, like people in Sanjay Nagar,
Yeah.
they want to visit orphanages. Suddenly we want to do it, but we don't know how to go about. So when you come to this foundation's website, we have different areas and different NGOs with their contact numbers.
Okay.
All you would have to do is contact them, go spend time with them.
Okay.
So we're just trying to help this gap, because I realize a lot of my friends want to help. Problem is they don't know what to do.
Okay.
So I said, it's there. Just go check out which area is nearby. I have all the contact details.
Okay.
Go visit. Just go spend some time.
That's brilliant. That's a
That's
great initiative that you've taken. So it's what you give to the society that you get in return.
Doubled.
Right? Yes.
In fact, you're benefiting much more.
Certainly. So we know that apart from contribution towards humanitarian services, your area of interest also has a place for fitness. So let's talk about that. How did your journey in fitness begin?
So around 10 years back,
Okay.
started my journey of fitness.
Okay.
And it started with I was hardly able to walk 5 minutes continuously on the treadmill without being breathless.
Okay.
To right now, I'm training now for a 10K marathon.
Oh my
So
God.
in 10 years, this is the fitness addiction which I've got into.
Okay.
Now it's become a part of life.
Okay.
And I would also like to share with the people who are listening, fitness does not mean going to the gym. You can be fit anywhere and everywhere. For example, anything, we are traveling, we travel a lot. So what we do, if there is no gym there, I ensure I walk. I just walk up and down the stairs where I am. I'm there in the room, just some music on. I dance for 15-20 minutes. It's basically you're trying to up your metabolism, because a lot of people come up with the excuse saying, I am so busy, no time to exercise. I work late at night, I get up late in the day, I can't exercise. My concept is you're busy earning, you're busy doing things for everybody in your family. What about you?
Yes.
If you cannot take 30 minutes of your life or
For
24 hours for yourself, what is the point? You earn so hard, you work so hard,
Yes.
you have a beautiful car, you have a big bungalow, everything, name it, you have it.
Yes.
The latest in gadgets. But then your health goes for a toss. You're
Yes.
lost.
Certainly.
So you decide you want to do it. You can definitely do it anywhere, anything. Just as you're walking around, you see a windowsill. Let anybody think anything. Just hold on the windowsill, do a squat. Do something, do it. It's simple. So.
Yes. So that's how your journey towards
Yes,
fitness
and
began.
I'm sure, okay, when you see my before after photo, and the best part, Nisha, is maybe a couple of years back,
Okay.
I had a snapshot, a friend of mine, my colleague, sent me a snapshot, and she's like, can you guess who this lady is? I saw a lady in a blue sari with a huge bag, the back pose. I'm like, and it was a TV shot. I said, no clue. And then she sends me the pic. It was me. This was, I think, in Shivarna's, I think it was his 25th anniversary or something. He celebrated being 25 years in the industry.
Yes. It happened in Palace Grounds.
Right.
Yes.
On that day when I was there on the stage, and there were quite a few people. And I was shocked. I think only my waist I've lost around 14 to 15 inches.
Oh my God.
I would always say it seemed like on the huge lorry tire I had just put it on my waist. And from there, I was like, wow, I'm shrinking, from a lorry tire to maybe a little SUV and then
Then an hourglass.
So that is the fun part. I can't recognize myself what I was. So
Okay.
It all leads to a lot of patience.
Yes,
You
certainly.
need patience because
Yeah.
what happens, you get frustrated, yeah. Okay, weight loss is such an irritating journey. You try all the tricks in the book, it doesn't work. It works for a certain time and then you give up. So it's such a yo-yo. But in the end, through personal experience, I have come to the conclusion, and I'm a living proof, you cannot take off. In the sense, you cannot take a permanent off.
Yeah.
You would have to ensure you balance somewhere.
Okay.
You're taking off from workout, you're not able to work out for a couple of days.
Do
Be a
something
little
else.
diligent about your diet.
Yeah.
You're able to follow your diet, then be a little more extra cautious about
Your
your food.
excess.
That's it.
Yeah.
Just balance it. That's simple.
All right. So even though you were diabetic, you never gave up.
Yep.
So fitness has been your mantra
Yes.
ever since then. So tell us about that. So how did you reduce your medication through your fitness regimes?
And there are a lot of myths associated with diabetes. So one major myth which I proved to myself that it was
Okay.
wrong was, for almost 20 years I was on tablets.
Okay.
And we have a series of tests, Nisha, which most of them don't do.
Okay.
For a diabetic especially.
Okay.
That is for once every 3 months, I have HbA1cs checked.
Okay.
And then I have my cholesterol triglyceride always checked once every 3 months. Sometimes if it's in a good control, then maybe once in 6 months.
Okay.
I have my eyes tested every year.
Okay.
Then I have neurology tests to ensure that my feet and the nerves in my body are functioning well.
Okay.
You have to do all this because you should understand you might look healthy.
Yeah.
You do not know how your diabetes is affecting the finer nerves in your body. So once you ensure that this, and I maintain this chart, it's
Okay.
been going on from years.
Okay.
Along with this, in spite of all this,
Yes.
20 years I was on tablets in different, your body gets adjusted or accustomed to a tablet after a particular time.
Okay.
A very simple example, okay. You're a drunkard.
Yeah.
You start drinking.
Okay.
A peg or I don't know, 30 ml is fine.
Shot.
Shot, okay. I don't know. Shot is fine.
Okay.
A couple of years down the lane, that shot is not going to give you the same intoxication.
Yes.
So you either mix or I think you up the quantity.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The same with your body, with your medication.
Okay.
You're initially diagnosed with diabetes. You're very fine with one tablet in the morning.
Yeah.
Couple of years down the lane,
It
you will have
increases.
to have 2 tablets. Few more years, the tablets have to be changed. But people don't do that.
Okay.
They say, I was diagnosed with diabetes. I went to the doctor. They have given me medication. I'm following it. But you're following it for so long. To what extent is it effective? You're not understanding. So for 20 years, I was on different forms of tablets. I was fine. But then we realized that my fasting was a little high.
Okay.
And the evening postprandial also was high. So doctor said, you would have to slowly shift to injection.
Okay.
And this, in spite of all my workout, my diet, I'm telling, 20 years down. So this was something which I was in a very confused stage because I mean, every day poking yourself in your stomach.
Yeah.
That
A lot
is-
of marks and
More than marks, it's a
Pain.
mental pain.
Yeah.
So I was a little hesitant. I told doctor, let me give it a try for 1 more month. Let me be on tablets. He said, go ahead. Again 1 more month, I said. Then at the end of 2 months, he said, you're just taxing. And then people around kept advising, it's okay. You've seen so much in life.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's just an
Just
injection
one
prick
injection, yeah.
every day. So it's going to keep you in control. I said like, okay. So we started. I was on an injection which is known as Victoza. It's a sort of diabetes control injection. Every day you had to get it on your stomach, and for 5 years I was on this. And I came across on the online form in UK. There's a doctor called an Indian doctor who's based there called Dr. Rangan Chatterjee,
Okay.
who was propagating a diet called an LCHF diet.
Okay.
That is known as low carbs, high fat.
Okay.
So when I went through that diet, he was so confident that you can come out of the diabetes. What do
Insulin.
you have? Yeah. And he said reduce your medication. In fact, he's saying like you follow it, you can come out of diabetes medication. So I thought like I was pretty impressed with it.
Okay.
It made sense.
Okay.
Okay. So I sat with my doctor and I spoke to him. I said, doctor, if I'm going to give a try about following this diet, do you think I can come out of insulin? And my doctor has complete confidence on me, okay?
Okay.
He's like, you decide to do it, Parimala, go ahead.
Okay.
I am there for you.
Okay.
Because you need a doctor's support when you're trying something drastic like this.
Yes.
Because your sugars vary. So I should know to what extent I should like reduce my medication and keep tapering it
Yes.
according to my blood sugar readings. So I was in constant touch with the doctor,
Okay.
and within a month, Nisha, I'm out of it.
You are out of the medication.
I'm out of my insulin
Okay.
completely.
Okay.
So that because my sugars fell down, and I knew what to eat when to
Okay.
ensure the spikes were less. So there was no more reason
For you to take the insulin at all.
This was something which I didn't believe. I didn't know.
I'm sure a lot of people out there.
This is
wouldn't
something
believe
like
this
it
too.
was because I had to sit across with the doctor and ask, can we come out? Because
Yeah.
I didn't know, you know.
Yeah.
And he said yes, but it depends on the effort you put in and what you
Certainly.
do. And I came out. It's almost a year now. I am out of insulin
Wow.
and just on the bare minimum sustenance tablet for a diabetic.
Okay.
And I'm perfectly fine.
Wow, that's
So
brilliant.
this is something which was a point which I wanted to get across.
Okay.
And what has happened, Nisha, because I told you, I love reading.
Yeah.
I was also a transcriptionist for like almost 15 years.
15 years.
So I do know about the latest medications in the world,
Okay.
their effects and their side effects. Then what happened was, I have studied because I wanted to be healthy.
Yeah.
It's personal interest.
Yes.
For 25 years, I have been updated with the latest in medication and with the latest technology involved.
Okay.
I also wanted to understand more about nutrition.
Okay.
So I did courses about sports nutrition. I've done courses in clinical nutrition.
Okay.
So I also understand what is exactly nutrition, how it affects my body, because I like to know things firsthand.
Yes.
I can't blindly go with what
yeah.
people say. And then we realized, my doctor put across a suggestion. He said there's a UK-based company
Okay.
which has come up with something called a continuous glucose monitoring system, a
Okay.
CGM system,
Okay.
which is basically a tiny chip as small as a 1 rupee coin,
Okay.
which it's a painless, it's got a thin filament.
Okay.
They just tap it like a pen. It's stuck on your arm for 2 weeks.
Okay.
For 14 days, every 15 minutes, it takes your blood sugar recordings.
Okay.
Otherwise, you had to prick your hand, that many times, and
Yeah.
you cannot. I think in 2 weeks, you get almost around 1,500 readings
Oh my God.
of your blood sugar.
Okay.
And this not only helps you to understand whether your workout was good
Your food
Well-
intake was right.
and whether you're going into low sugar,
Okay.
high sugar, whether your medication is good. Because if you've eaten perfectly for a couple of days and you still find your sugars are high, that means you have to change your medication.
Yes.
And if your medication is good and you've got haywire, you get to see, Nisha, firsthand
Okay.
how the foods affect you. You just have to maintain a diary.
Okay.
It's something very self-explanatory.
Yes.
You maintain a diary.
Yeah.
And when you see that, you understand how your rice or dal has affected.
Okay.
I have had chapati.
Okay.
Or you have your chapati the next day, and you understand how your chapati
Chapati has
moves.
affected you.
Yeah. So it's like that. So those graphs, it is so self-explanatory. And you could also have a look at the monitor.
Okay.
It's just basically a tiny one. That's it. So yeah, it's just a tiny monitor. So that's it. It's there for 2 weeks. It's got its embedded tiny microchip is there, computer chip.
Okay.
So that just records your blood sugar readings.
Okay.
After 2 weeks, we remove it. And when you come to the center, the basic concept of Nutria Fair, what I would like to do or what I'm doing right now with my clients is
Okay.
I ensure they come in for these 2 weeks, once in 5 days. We sit with them.
Okay.
I show them their graphs. I sit with what they're eating and I show it to them. This is what's happening. You will not believe. Once they see how it's affecting their body, half my work is done.
Certainly.
They have become conscious.
Okay.
They understand
What
and
to eat and what not to
yes.
eat. Yes.
And Nisha, the main concept behind this is I have so much of knowledge. I want to impart that knowledge.
Certainly.
See, basically, without a certificate, I'm ensuring you understand how food affects your body. And when I sit across, discuss it with you, teach you, you don't need my help any longer.
You can understand it yourself.
And once you start understanding yourself, you can help your entire family, your friend circle,
Yes.
your relatives. See, this is actually like a ripple effect.
Yeah.
So what I am telling is, come, I have knowledge like an ocean. Maybe you would just require a handful. Please come, take that handful and you lead a happy life. The world is so big.
Yes.
I don't need the same repeat clients. I keep telling my clients, please, once you come, I don't want to see you again. Ensure you come in as a friend, but just set right your life. Yeah? We'll help you because I am there, I've been there, I've done that. Along with this, we are tied up. I have general physicians on board with the center.
Okay.
I have people who have done master degrees in nutrition.
Okay.
I'm also tied up with a lot of diabetes educators.
Okay.
Along with this, basically people would start associating Nutria Fair with only diabetes.
Okay.
This is actually a USP.
Okay.
But otherwise, this center also deals with weight loss,
Okay.
PCOD, PCOS,
Okay.
thyroid problems. And not only this, we are now tied up with so many gyms.
Okay.
We're working with enhancing athletes' performance.
Wow. That's
Because
brilliant.
this monitor shows you what was your pre-workout, what was your post-workout,
and what you need to do
and-
in future.
and what do you do to recover faster, better, to ensure your muscle is going in the direction you want.
It's basically
So-
like an introspection of yourself.
Definitely, and you can use this because this is a very simple procedure. It understands the food, what it's doing inside your body.
Yeah.
So it's so easy for you to understand and go ahead with it.
So what is Nutria Fair? How would you define the things that are done in Nutria Fair?
It's very simple. I'm sure, like everybody is fed up of yo-yo dieting.
Yeah.
They're fed up of following fad diets. And people have a complete misconception. The minute we go to a diet center, they're going to make us eat less.
Yeah.
They're going to make us fast.
Yeah.
They're going to say, give up all your favorite foods.
No
That is the-
desserts. If you're a sweet tooth, you have to just forget about
No.
ice cream.
Who said every single Sunday I have an ice cream, dude?
Oh.
That is by far the biggest myth, and you don't need that.
Okay.
Nisha, very simple. You, right from your childhood, you have your likes, your dislikes, and you have a particular food pattern.
Yeah.
Based on your ethnicity, your background, the foods your mom cooks, and you like certain things.
Certainly.
And do you really think if I'm going to give you a chart which you have never liked, you're not eaten, and I'm going to say follow this, you're not going to do that for even
Probably
2
I would
days.
try for a day and then I'm like, no, I miss my
No,
pizza.
you could try it if maybe like the ads are so catchy.
Yeah.
You could come and try
Yeah.
it, right?
Yeah.
But beyond that, it's not going to help.
No.
The first and foremost rule in Nutria Fair,
Okay.
we do not put you on a diet which you're not comfortable.
Okay.
In our list, we have a list of, the first point is your favorite foods.
Okay.
So I work with what you eat.
Okay.
It's very simple. When you come in, we have a dietary recall. We make a note of what are the foods which you like.
Okay.
Everybody have their own favorites. And we teach you how you can modify the content of that, the way you cook and the quantity.
Okay.
So for example, if you like non-veg every single day and it's affecting your body, maybe for weight loss or for your thyroid, I would give you suggestions where you can get it down to thrice a week.
Okay.
But I am not stopping you eat.
You're not going to cut down what you want
No
to
ways. Of course, you like cheesecake. Please go have it. Instead of having a whole piece, I would also give you all sorts of tips, Cut up the cheesecake. I do that. I'm guilty to eat a cheesecake. So with full love, I call both my kids, my daughter-in-law, chop it up, give everybody and have a piece.
Yeah.
I ensure everybody is also getting spoiled with me. But what is the point of life?
Yeah.
You have one life. You're going to give up everything you like for what? You get frustrated.
Yes.
No ways, no? In Nutria Fair, our first rule is we work with what you want.
Okay.
Simple.
Okay.
Next, we ensure that you understand what basic nutrition is so that you can take care of yourself, not only now and not only for your immediate future, but for everybody around you.
Okay.
So, and no supplements from our side. We have not tied up with anybody for anything. We give you suggestions.
Okay.
You want to know some good doctors? We have a list of doctors. You can choose whom you want to go to.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, see, the thing is, I do know quite a bit of, because I've always been in the fitness field.
Yeah.
I do know of a lot of fitness instructors.
Okay.
So depending on the area you are, I would give you suggestion. You want to go for something, you can go to this person or the other person. It's basically a guideline.
Guideline, yeah.
That's it. So you could always say Nutria Fair is by far the most healthiest affair you can ever have.
Okay.
And this affair lasts a lifetime.
Yeah, it's a long-term
And it
relationship.
is also approved by your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend. Where do you get an affair which is
Husband as well.
husband as well? Where do you get an affair which is approved by everybody?
Yes.
So this is a legally approved affair.
Yeah.
And this is a government recognized,
Affair.
legally recognized affair. So
All right, that's it. So what's the motto of Nutria Fair?
very simple. I just want to ensure the number of people's lives I can touch to them becoming better
Version of
lifestyle.
themselves.
Yeah, just very simple. Your life is already complicated. We have so many complications in life. Let health not be one. So we are there, we'll help you, we'll guide you. Go ahead. Have a fun life, have a healthy life, not stopping you from eating anything. So it's as simple as that. And
Okay.
I am a living example to all the things you can do in spite of being a diabetic. I think anywhere, another major reason I was under diabetic control was I am such a freak who loves tattoos.
Yeah, her body is a journal of tattoos. I think you have more than 15 tattoos. if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and imagine I am very impatient. You should understand that I eloped when I was 15 and got married. So absolutely I don't have patience.
Okay.
So all of a sudden in the night, I just come up with a brilliant idea.
Okay.
Night I message my tattoo person. I'm like, please, I want this tattoo tomorrow. And they know it.
Okay.
They know. Okay. And I really irritate those guys. Yeah. They're so cute, There are a couple of tattoo artists. One is Mr. Russell, who's towards Lingrajpuram. And one is Mr. Deep, who is towards Forum Mall.
Okay.
So they come. I say, like, Deep, I need this. Then he's like, madam, come. He ensures he comes in early
Okay.
or late. He ensures we do it. Now, if I just have to do a tattoo like this, my sugars have to be under perfect control.
Certainly, yeah.
So, I finish up with my tattoo and then I go to the doctor always, okay, after the tattoo, because I want him to like this.
Ensure,
I
yeah.
go and then I give him a sheepish grin, Doctor, come Parimala.
Did
One
you
more
get
tattoo. He's so sweet.
Okay.
My doctor has got used to all the crazy things I do. Yeah, not only this, okay.
You also have a love for adventure sports. So tell us about that.
And the best part is, Jaggi cannot understand. He says, you're mad. You have the whole world at your feet. And what is the problem in your life that you go up to 14,000 feet and do skydiving? Why?
What? You just jumped from 14,000
Yeah.
feet.
And this time I told you, April, we had been to America and I went to Richmond,
Okay.
Virginia, and I was like, I was telling Jaggi, I wanted to skydiving. And he's like, no. And then like, so we have this rule, okay, before we go. I said, no, telling me. He's more like a dad, okay, for me than a husband. You're not supposed to do this. You're not supposed to go there. Don't do this.
Oh, so
He always has to
cute.
keep me in control. So, can I was telling him, that's the first condition. You're going to take me out of India.
You're not supposed to put the boundaries. Like, I'm allowed to do anything I
And
want.
I don't scare him, because if I tell him beforehand, he's not able to function properly. He's very worried.
Yeah.
So we have this understanding where I say, once I finish it, I'll come and tell you.
Okay.
So every evening when I go back, he's like, now what did you do today? So this time my younger son had accompanied us. So both of us decided we'll go skydiving. So we went. And it was by far the most exhilarating experience in life.
Okay.
Before this, we went with all the equipments and packed. And people have this notion, like, especially they feel, Indian women are more conservative.
Yes.
So the people there were a little worried because, unfortunately for me, just a week prior to the day I went,
Okay.
there was an Indian woman who jumped out.
Okay.
It was tandem, luckily, but she fainted.
Oh my God.
She fainted and they couldn't land properly because she fainted. They couldn't control, the way they land. So she was injured and she was admitted in the hospital. And this was the thing we hear when we go there. I'm like, okay. That was a very bad sign to start off. But I'm like, okay. And it immediately takes off, the height. So I needed it photographed. So there was the tandem jumping plus another person jumping before us to capture the whole thing. I was very happy, when we and all that. We went in, the door was open and we were just going up. And it's instant, the altimeter, when it goes up. So by the time you came to 7,000 feet, I could hardly hear anything what people are saying, and I could feel my heartbeat pounding in my ears. I'm like, okay, do I need this? But it's gone. We are up.
And you're already down.
14,000 feet, and trust me, we jumped out. You should just see that video. I'm grinning from one end to the other, so happy. The guy who had the GoPro, who was recording this, he thought I was crying or something. He didn't understand what's happening. He could just see something with the helmet and something going on,
Yeah.
I'm like, what? We get down, the free fall. I just fell in love with the free fall. I didn't want the parachute open. I wanted to free fall for some more time.
Oh.
I just loved it. I just came down, and the guy who was recording, he comes, Before that, it's like, they don't know namaste, like, hello, hi.
Hi.
He come down, he just a shoulder hug and he says, you are crazy, you are one crazy woman.
You certainly are one crazy woman.
It was lovely, yeah. And the best part was skydiving after I'm a grandmom.
Yeah, like you don't have any wrinkles on your face and you look so young.
You know the secret to that?
No. Is it the fitness?
No, elope when you're very young. You get married.
No. Please don't take that message for the young viewers out there.
No, young, oh no, please, no, it's not that. The basic thing is once you married early,
Yeah.
and you settle early in life, so it's there. That's
Yeah.
a part of life. But otherwise, that is the reason, I guess.
Okay.
And my daughter-in-law is basically from Holland.
Yeah.
So when she initially got married, and people were like, oh God, Indian mother-in-laws, they're so conservative, and you would not have privacy. In fact, there were a lot of talks about Indian mother-in-laws and all that. And after marriage, she just shared all these videos and she says, look at my crazy mother-in-law. She's no way the typical Indian mother-in-law. So today I think like amongst very lucky,
Yeah.
she's such a sweet person.
Okay.
I do not miss not having a daughter.
Okay.
We are such good friends.
That's
so I think like once you understand the person who comes into your family, you have a total lovely relationship.
Yes.
So like you have the support of
Everyone
around. It's my husband, my kids, my daughter-in-law, my grandson.
Yeah.
So everybody around. Life is so beautiful. I feel blessed, and I think that is what I would like to pass on to the people whom I come in contact with.
Okay.
Just ensure we can make their life a little bit better. That's it. So that is the whole thing about Nutria Fair and the reason why I'm starting it now. So
That's brilliant. So we also have heard that you have this love for animals, and recently we saw a video of a snake creeping all over your body. Is there a word called dangerous or, that you're scared in your life? There's absolutely nothing that is left undone.
and all these are first time experiences, Nisha. For example, like when I had been to Malaysia recently,
Okay.
we were just seeing all these animals, and they said that there's a snake where you could take a video. And more than anything, I asked the person like, I cannot tolerate if the animals are in some sort of pain or something. So I asked him like, I mean, have you guys pulled out its fangs or something? He said no, nothing. He showed me the fangs, everything. He said no, it's been bred in captivity, so it's used to people.
Okay.
It doesn't do anything. It
Anything.
doesn't harm. And like, you're going to be right here, right? He said yes. And then I just wanted to feel whether it's like really cold or what. You've not touched. But you know what? When I was touching that, I was just telling my husband, I wasn't scared. I feel empathetic towards animals. I don't know.
Okay.
I feel I don't know. I like them. I am empathetic towards them. So I think the fear factor is not there.
Okay.
I respect them.
Okay.
I love them for what they are. So I think like whatever experiences I've had, I'd been to, I think now they're closed down in Bangkok. We didn't know about this maybe like 6-7 years back. You could feed tiger babies, tiger cubs.
Okay.
So that was a very beautiful experience. So all my life I ensure that I spend some time with animals.
Okay.
But I think you empathize with them, you understand them, and Jaggi is also the same.
Okay.
So he spends, I think, every single day, morning, again in the evening. We have these free, our house neighboring place in Malaysia is filled with trees.
Okay.
We have thousands of pigeons that have got used to his routine.
Okay.
From the past 10-15 years, every single day on our terrace, we ensure that there are like, I don't know, I think he gets almost 50 to 60 kilos of grains every month. So we ensure that we feed these many thousands of pigeons.
Wow.
So he travels outside, he calls up the first thing, rather than asking like, how you or how are the kids, hey, Pakshi guta akta. It's like that. So like all of us at home love it.
Okay.
To what extent we love animals? Our Labrador, we had a Labrador, and these are their names.
Tattoo.
The Arjun and Suraj and their paw mark.
Okay.
Arjun was a lab, and when my son met my daughter-in-law, and they were when they were still getting to know each other, and they decided they want to get married. He checked with her. He said, we have a son.
Okay.
We are going to name him after our lab, Arjun.
Oh my God.
So Jaggi, everybody knows, is completely into astrology and Vastu and all that. But for our own grandson, we did not check. No astrology, nothing. It was just Guru wanted his son's name to be Arjun, our labs. So it's like that.
Okay.
Our animals, more than animals, we don't call them dogs, we still call them puppies even though they're 14 years. Because you feel, dog sounds like a little harsh.
Yeah.
So it's like that. So that love runs completely in a family. So.
That's brilliant. So you are an architect, and we know that you have designed rented house and customized it into a health center called Nutria Fair. When you could opt, a complex or a luxury building, why did you think that you have to do so?
The first thing, Nisha, is, I was just thinking, and this is the first time I'm starting something of my own.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's like production houses, and as a producer, that's a total different setup.
Okay.
For this, I had an option, where I choose the posh location and go into a big center. But then what happens? My energy, my enthusiasm is going to get diverted thinking about the cost, the maintenance and all that.
Yeah.
I didn't want that clinical atmosphere.
Okay.
So I wanted a place which is easily accessible and reachable to the budget of everybody.
Okay.
So I picked up this old quaint house, and when my children saw the place, they were a little worried.
Okay.
She was like, why this?
Yeah.
And I was like, see, I have a vision.
Okay.
I knew, how this is going to come up. I was like, I'm very happy with this. No issues. I just did up this entire place in 3 weeks.
Okay.
And there was a strict rule where nobody from my family had to come.
Oh.
I said, you guys are going to come only for the Muhura.
Okay.
Single-handedly, I converted the whole place.
Okay.
And this is basically like a home. You do not feel that it's an office, a clinical atmosphere.
It's a very homely.
People here,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, very
So,
homely atmosphere.
that is the main thing. See, today when you come to talk to me, if there are going to be so many lines of bureaucracy,
Yeah.
it's going to be like a typical office atmosphere with cabins. It's that clinical atmosphere makes you feel like you are into some sort of a different field.
Basically, it's like you're just going back to another hospital.
There are people here, as they come, they start out with their diet, their counseling, and by the end of the day, like there's so many small things which they just start opening up and sharing.
Okay.
You're building a bond here.
Yes.
That is really something which I really like. One-to-one basis, meeting people of all categories.
Yeah.
It is a sort of sheltered life, being a celebrity's wife. But here, get to meet people, get to understand their problem, and I realize that something small what I put across does make a big impact for them.
Yeah.
So good, right?
Certainly.
So that is the reason that this is a small cozy place.
Very nice. So you have already mastered multiple roles in your life: an entrepreneur, social activist,
Mom, daughter, sister.
Yeah. So tell us about you as a family woman. How do you make time when you're so adventurous? Then you're always filled with new ideas to do new things, and then you have a husband who's always busy, and then you have your sons who have already made their debut in movies.
Yeah.
You have a grandson, and then now you have a business of your own. So tell us, how do you make time for family?
I think the best thing is every minute is precious.
Yes.
So I'm very good at multitasking, and I still ensure that all the basic things. For example, my younger son right now is into fitness.
Okay.
So his food, even though I have a cook who just comes in for an hour and goes, they're not comfortable. They're worried. The cook might not cook well.
Okay.
So to do something in the evening, I would have removed it from the freezer. I would have kept it for defrosting. I go back and I do it.
Okay.
It just takes 10 minutes. At the end of it, I realize you want to do something, you can always do it.
Yes.
It's not a burden, and you're doing things out of love.
Yeah.
It's very easy to do it out of love.
Okay.
When you have to do it as a responsibility, then you don't know how to manage.
Certainly.
So, and I'm also blessed that I think like God has put such sweet people in my life. Be it the friends around, be it my trainers, be it my relatives, everybody pitch in, small things. It's not like I'm alone.
Yeah.
So anything, and they're very adjustable. For example, Jaggy, today like he had shoot, but otherwise if he is at home and I'm not there, I just leave things over there. He goes, he heats it up, he has it. He loves coffee. So if I'm there, I get him like hot coffee. Otherwise, now what I do, I just leave it in a flask.
Okay.
So he just uses it in a flask, or he goes, he prepares himself.
Okay.
He actually taught me to cook. He's a very good cook. So
Okay.
that way they all pitch in, they do their own thing. So it's not like the whole responsibility is on my shoulder. So he's like, okay, high time. He was telling my sons, Mom is totally fired up. She wants to do something. So, okay, go ahead, do it. So,
You guys have to be prepared to do your own things now.
Yes, they have to, and they are already been doing.
Okay.
So now I think like it's nice, that way. See, I'm there to guide them. I'm there to help, and it's always been. I'm very organized.
Yes.
So it helps, So
That is
things are in the right
most
place.
important thing in life, to be organized, and the consistency.
I start
to
from
know.
the small thing, When I start something, I leave it organized.
Yeah.
So I don't have to worry about it.
You know
than
where
just
it is.
Piling it up and
Yeah.
then doing so.
That's brilliant. So why should people come to Nutria Fair? What is that is different from the other fitness center?
The first point is we work with them.
Okay.
We work with what exactly they are doing, they're used to. So it is not something alien. We are not getting you stuff which is not available or which is a little on the very expensive side and say, have this for this. And moreover, we have done the courses and we have gone to the procedure. We have learned so much. By coming here, you just pick up what you want and go. It's a very simple shortcut solution for a healthier you, for a better version of you. So I think this is the best reason they could come.
Come to Nutria Fair. So what's your future vision for Nutria Fair?
My concept is I have been blessed to understand how my body works, the internal mechanism to a certain extent, I just want to impart that knowledge and ensure that the people around are healthy. So it's all the onus is on them.
Yeah.
They come, they take the thing. And we are also like in the future planning for things which this is on a one-to-one basis.
Okay.
So maybe a couple of months down the lane, we are also planning to conduct tie up with the local MLAs and conduct camps
Okay.
in the government schools
Okay.
for people from the lower society, like people from the slums or something,
Okay.
where we are just preparing things or charts which helps them to lead a better lifestyle.
Okay.
So this is also completely an agenda. This is through Apeksha Foundation we would be doing it.
Okay.
So give them maybe just in a half an hour or 1 hour a nutshell for their strata of society, what is the best food they can have.
Okay.
I cannot possibly just go to somebody and say have flaxseed powder for omega-3
Yeah.
or just have a protein powder or a protein
Yeah.
shake. I would definitely go and tell them have a handful of sprouts, have little roasted peanuts for your protein. So based on their requirements from Apeksha Foundation, we are planning to take this across
Okay.
to the people who can't afford
Afford
to
it
come
as
here.
well, okay.
So this is on a bigger scale. Right now just concentrating on the people who are coming here. So let's see.
That's brilliant. So what's your one cute little message for the man behind your success, Mr. Jaggesh?
I think like we always tell, like, you know, we started in an era like where the words I don't know, I love you and all was very shy to tell. So that these forget about physical demonstration. Verbally itself we are very shy. But today I just want to tell him thanks, a big thank you for everything, because I might have all the potential, but if he hadn't helped me achieve it,
Yes.
what's the point? And also a word, you know, to all the people out there, whoever you are, I mean, you identify your daughter, your mother, any member in your family having a potential, don't curb it. You know, you guide them. Maybe like you would want them to just work part-time, do it. Help them do something, you know.
Yes.
Because don't deprive the world. It's very simple, Nisha. If Jaggi had put his foot down and said,
No.
I don't want you to go meet public.
Yeah.
I mean, so many complications now being a celebrity's wife, and he had said, no, I'm not comfortable or something. It is, I can't be
Who you are.
innovative in this.
Yes.
I cannot think for the people. If he had stopped, you know, all my energy is spent just trying to argue. But today when he said, go ahead and do it, I'm able to help so many thousands of lives.
Yes.
So I'm so glad he didn't deprive those people of what I could do.
For them.
I might have it,
Yeah.
but he allowed me
To give
it.
it, yeah.
So the main thanks should be to him. Thank you so much. That's it.
All right, so that was Mrs. Parimala Jaggesh with us today, and now she is all set to spark a fire and fuel your dreams towards being fit. So what are you waiting for? Get up and start your healthy affair with Nutria Fair, and Mrs. Parimala Jaggesh is there to guide you, help you, and give you all the information that you need to become fit. We will be back with another episode. Until then, keep watching YTV. This is Nisha signing off.